Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Pajama Billionaire. Now, in this video, I know you guys been waiting for it so long, where you want to know how to get from, where you're at right now to 10K in 30 days. Now, the process is a combination of everything that I've taught you, right? I taught you how to read the chart, understand the chart, right? I taught you how to manage your risk, right? And I taught you how to basically just manage your psychology. All of that has to be combined. In addition to that, it's not just about trading, it's about your life overall, right? So if you're stressed out right now, if you're going through a lot of stuff, chances are you're gonna mess up and you're not gonna get to 10K in 30 days. So you have to clear your mind, you have to understand that, okay, I'm in this situation. Don't think about the problem, think about the solution. How do I solve this problem that I'm in right now, right? And we're gonna actually dive in and show you how to solve that problem, right? So the first step of this is, if you're struggling and you're in debt, you're broke, you're at a level right now where you're probably making money and stuff like that. Because this is not just for people who are broke or whatever. You might be making money, but you want to get to an extra level of money, like 10K in 30 days, 50K, 100K. What you need to do is you need to get access to a bigger account size. Now, back when I was starting, I never had, access to capital. I never had a family member or friend that could actually lend me the money or give me the money. And also, I feel good because probably if I got it, I would have things would have been too easy for me and I would not have been so sharp with what I'm doing right now, right? So I became very sharp because I was able to actually, I had to build from literally zero, right? So I had to find ways, be strategic about it and build from zero, right? Now I managed to make it from that point, but it was a painful journey, which I'm able to actually put together all the knowledge here, as well as all the other webinars, the meetings, the classes that we will be having, because we're going to be having classes, webinars, and all of that, right? Based on your level of access to me, right? So try to always have the highest level of access to me. Now, capital is most important. You have access to capital, you can go far away, because with a funded account, for example, what ProTraders Fund do, which is the funding company, what ProTraders do is that you come and you do an evaluation, and then when you get evaluated, it's you get access to being hired for a job. It's like going to get a driver's license. You pay a fee, a small fee, you pay a fee, you do the driving test, you pass the test, then you can actually drive on the road. It's like applying for your visa. You go, you pay a fee for the visa, then you go, you do the test, and then you get the visa, or you don't get the visa, right? Or it's like you paying for exam in school, and then you go, you do the test, you pass or you fail. It's just completely up to you, right? So what you need to do is you need to get a funded account. My recommendation is, and this is why I was showing you the examples of 100K. Get a funded account of 100K. If you get a funded account of 100K, the max overall loss, max loss is basically 12% of that, right? And the max daily loss, max daily loss is 5%, right? So 5%, 12%. So this is equal to times. So you can lose 12,000, but this is not your capital you're losing. Or you can lose 5,000, right? Which is 5%, right? So this is the max overall loss. And then your target is going to be 5%, right? 5%. Your target is going to be 5%, which is your target is going to be 5%, right? So your loss is this. Let me put them in this color, right? And let me make this white, right? And then your target is going to be in green. So your target is going to be in green, which is this, right? So 5,000. So you can lose 5,000 or you can make 5,000. So you can lose 5,000 a single day. If you lose this, you're out, right? Which is what I tell you guys. It's like, if you risk 1% per day, guys, come on, you're going to have 12 days. Trust me, you're not going to lose 12 days in total, right? And I'm going to show you something with a 50% win-loss rate, right? So say, for example, now, let me show you. So trade or 10K tracker, right? So goal to 10K. So goal to 10K, right? So So this is going to be starting capital. So starting capital is going to be equal to this, whatever amount is that. And then you're going to have trade, so number. So it's going to be number of trades. So trade number. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So 10. So 10. Ooh, 10. Why am I putting 20? 11, 12. So the reason I'm putting 12 is because you're gonna have like, if you risk 1% per day, this is like, you're still below the max overall loss, which is 5%, 1% per day. And you basically have 12 trades you can actually make, right? So look at this. So say for example, you do, say for example, day one, you're risking 1%, right? So you're risking 1%. So you're risking 1%, right? So risk amount, right, is 1%, right? So you're risking 1%. So risk amount is 1%, right? So this is basically this times our risk percentage. Risk percentage. Let me put this risk percent. So this is 1%, right? So risk amount. So reward, right? Reward amount. All right, so risk amount, reward amount, right? So this is gonna be 1,000. This is gonna be, so I need to do the reward ratio. So reward amount, right? Is gonna be, it's gonna be 3. Reward ratio is gonna be 3, and then the reward amount is gonna be equal to this. See, 3,000, right? So this is your first trade. So let me ask you status. So status. Let me put the status here. So is it win loss? So it's a win, right? So say for instance I'm win. If I win, that means I automatically make this amount of money, right? So if I win, so this is gonna be this, right? So it's gonna be this. If this equal to win, then this, right? But right? If other than that, it's gonna be equal to negative 1 times this, right? So it's 3,000, right? So so say for example you have a loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, right? So the win loss is like 50, you win like 50% of the time, right? So if so let me do this though. If this equal, wow, all right, so, and you guys gonna have this formula. If this equal to win, if this equal to win, then this plus this, and this plus this, right? But if not, it would be this plus this. Let me do something. Right? ABS. I don't remember that function. All right. So this is it now, right? So let me do this now. So let me do it's 1%. Same percentage you're working with, right? We're working at the same, so same 1%. All right. 1 second, guys. Don't get alarmed. So don't get alarmed. So look at this now, right? So I'm gonna put the total now, right? So total. So total, right? So total is gonna be this, right? Equals sum dollar amount. You still see that even with a 50% win, even with a 50% win rate, right? So let me show you. Um, average percentage, average ish. The average percentage is 50%. I'll put the formula in. I just don't remember the formula for the Excel function. All right. All right. So look at this. So this is, or I can just count it, right? So equal to equal to see, right? 1 to 6. So the count if count if function. What if, see the formula. Let me just build this real quick. Just build this real quick. So we have a brain. So count if that plus count if M22 to M33 that loss. No, wrong. So divided by the total 50%. So 50%, so 50%, so 50%, right? So it's a 50% win rate, right? So it's a 50% percentage win. So this would be status win percentage, right? So status win percentage is 50%. So it's 50%. So with a 50% win rate, you'd have been here. But what if you had like even more loss, right? You had loss, 40% loss, right? You had majority of loss. You still would have been in profit, right? Because you'd have only 30% win rate. So therefore you'd have still make $3,000. So you make $3,000 on the money, which is about 3%, 4% right there. You still make. So you're still good at the end of the day, right? So all you have to do is just play around with this figure. So say for example, you decide to, okay, you're gonna get a 300K funded account. So this just show you the bigger the account size you get. So this just show you the bigger the account size you get, right? Let me show you. This just show you the bigger the account size you get, right? It will do you better because you're still able to have a low win rate, which is 33%, and still make over 10,000, right? So say for example, you did have just a 50% as I tell you. So loss win, loss win, loss win, right? 41%, and then you just have a win right here. You have like a winning streak right there, right? Yes, you'd have about 37,000. So this is so the bigger account. So you have a 300,000 account, you made this amount of money. But if it's the same condition and you have a 200,000 account, right? $200,000 account, that made 24,000. So the bigger the account size, the more you're able to actually do with it, right? Still risking 1%. So look at this again, right? Let me show you. 100,000 account size. So 100,000 account size. 100,000 account size. You're still able to make 12,000. You see, so your 50% win rate, you're still able to make 12,000 on that, right? And if you guys realize how my brain is, you play around until you remember it go. But the biggest thing is, if you actually understand it, you have to make sure you actually properly understand it, right? So this is basically the goal tracker starting capital. You decide you can either start off over there or here. Let me just format this to dollar amount because I'm gonna actually send you guys the tracker too. But what if you had increased the percentage? Because remember the max loss is 5%, but what if you had increased the percentage to 2%? All right, so 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, right? So with 2%, if you had 50% win rate, you still would have made 25,000 US dollars, right? It's a no-brainer, guys. Come on. Back in where I'm from in Jamaica, $25,000, this times 160 exchange rate. This would be $4.5 million. This is 4, 5, 10 times the amount of money a lot of people make in a single year trading. All right. The right. There's more than enough like people making. So it's crazy, guys. So you guys gotta just put the work in. So 2.5%, and this is 2%, and it's way less than what? It's way less than the 5% max overall loss. So all the max overall loss work is that you don't want to be risking 5%. Like you don't want to risk in the max overall loss, meaning no, the max daily loss, because the max daily loss is where you're going to breach. So you have specific rules that, hey, you should not risk more than 5% in a single day. So always try to keep your risk to be lower than it. So try to do like a 2, a 1. 1 is safe, right? And then you have the max overall loss, which is the amount of trades you can actually take. You can take 12 trades, 1% risk. If it is that, you just go to 6 trades, right? If you're risking more by 6 trades, you will know by 6 trade you would have probably made half of the 25, which is 12,500 by the 6th trade, right? So you guys wanna just manage your risk, and it should be good. And this is how you actually get to 10K in 30 days, and then we're gonna be doing webinars, videos, meetings, and stuff like that, where we're gonna actually go through it. We're gonna trade. Where's this? Yeah, we're gonna trade. We're gonna, and you guys gonna be able to actually reap the maximum amount of benefits. But the biggest benefit you can reach is utilizing the information, putting in the work and practicing, right? Focus on one pair for now. You don't need to trade like 10, 20 different pairs. No, focus on one pair for now. And then you work your way up. You take your time, you work your way up, and you're going to be the best trader possible. You're going to reach a goal, right? You don't have to, a matter of fact, you don't even have to be the best. All you have to do is just win 50% of the time, win 30% of the time using this strategy, and you should be good. So, guys, congratulations for actually focusing on this, taking notes, putting in the work, man. Like the work just beginning. It's like this is just a start. We have a lot more things to achieve. We're gonna actually dive in. I'm here, ask me questions, and I'm gonna actually continuously adding more videos here and showing you more examples, more real students that are actually benefiting and seeing the results. And I'm gonna have some of the students come on and share their strategies too, so you guys can actually benefit from, right? But risk management is all you're going to get there. And I'm showing you guys, risk management comes from getting a bigger account size, which is one. Number two, after you get the bigger account size, you can actually risk less, which is like 1%. So imagine risking 1% of 100,000 versus 1% of $100. 1% of $100 is $1. You can't buy Lambos with that, right? Yeah, you can't buy Lambos with that. Versus 1% of $100,000, it's $1,000 times risk to reward ratio of 3, 4, 5, right? You win a couple trades, are cool. One trade make you 5,000, one trade make you 3,000, one trade make you 2,000 based on your reward ratio. So just keep your risk at a certain amount and take your time to build. Cool? So, all the best, guys. Winners win. It's your boy Pajama Billionaire. Let me know your feedback on this information, and then anything you want me to add, any questions you have, ask the questions in the comment section. I'm going to be doing videos based on the questions you have, and then we're going to have webinars. We're going to have more content, right? So, see you guys soon in the next video.